Here we have verse 22 of the 14th chapter of the Gospel of John. This is the midst of the conversation in which Jesus has been indicating to his disciples that he's going to be revealing himself to them, but then he somewhat surprises them when he indicates that he's not going to be revealed to the world. He's going to somehow reveal himself in them in a way that's manifestly distinct and even somewhat dramatic, and yet at the same time it won't be to the world. And this certainly would come as a surprise to the disciples, who have been thinking all along, of course, in terms of Jesus coming to Jerusalem and making some grand display, bringing out in a clear sort of way his identity and so on. And everything that Jesus says seems to be running contrary to their expectations. So now this character known as Judas, not Iscariot, is clarified by John. This is also Thaddeus in the New Testament list of disciples, but he's the one that pipes up at this point with lege. From lego, I say, this is third person singular, present active indicative, so he says. The direct object or the indirect object, to him, the dative singular masculine, and then Judas, Judas, is the one, and then of course John clarifies uk, the negation, ho Iscariotes, not the Iscariot one. So there was of course Judas Iscariot. He's already disappeared from the scene by this time, but John just wants to bend over backwards to make sure that we don't have any confusion at that point. Kyrie, from kurios, Lord, vocative case, so Lord addressing Jesus. Some manuscripts don't have kai, but the question comes here, te, interrogative pronoun. It can mean in the neuter either why or what. In this case, or how it can mean also, and that's probably the sense that we have here. So how, gegonen, this is from genomai, I become, third person singular, perfect active indicative. So how will it become, or how will it come to be the case? And the perfect implies and remain the case. How is this going to take place? Hoti. Conjunction can mean that or because. Context determines. Here it means that. How will it become the case that humen? This is the dative singular or dative plural of the first person pronoun. So how will it be the case that to us, meles, from mellow, I am going or I am about. It generally takes the infinitive, and so this is the second person singular, present active indicative. How will it be that you are about or going? And then the infinitive here, emphanidzein. This is the same word that we found in the preceding verse. Unusual word for revealing. We were indicating it means to reveal within in some way, a kind of profound and deep but unavoidable sense of revealing. This is the present active infinitive here. So it implies being revealed and continuing to be revealed. In other words, not just a flash of revelation, but an ongoing sort of revelation, which is exactly what Jesus suggested in the preceding verse. So how will it be that to us you are going to reveal within, seauton, the reflexive pronoun, second person, so reveal yourself, kai uki, and not, the negation, somewhat emphasized here, to cosmo, the dative singular, masculine article with the word cosmo, cosmos, means world, and so not to the world. How in the world is it going to be that you'll reveal yourself to us and not reveal yourself to the world? And of course it's raising the question that was probably on the minds of all of the disciples, with the expectation they had that Jesus was precisely going to be revealing himself to the world, you might say, at this moment. And now they find out it's going to be a very different kind of revealing of his identity that's going to be taking place.